What is up, you guys? So it has been such a long time since I actually made a video. I made that last one in my shop here, promising you that I would come out with a video soon, and then I never got around to it. My wife and I bought a brand new house, well, not brand new, but brand new to us, and, well, I've had a lot of work to do. We completely remodeled the kitchen, completely remodeled the bathroom, still in the process of doing that, actually still in the process of doing everything. If you've ever bought a new home and had to do work on it and everything, then I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. We've got all the floors replaced, but I'm not going to bore you with all that. Today, we're going to be going out to Opal Hill. This is a place in Fruita, Colorado, where they have found a lot of dinosaur remains, a lot of, it's the site of a petrified forest, basically. And that's where opal comes from. It comes from petrified wood. It is the calcium, I believe, the calcium that drips out of the wood and then ends up composing itself into opal. So, let's get to it. I'm going to hop on my bike and we're going to ride on out there.
Alright guys, well here we are. That way is Fruita, that's the town off in the distance that you can see right over there. All the way back that way is the Horse Thief Canyon Wildlife Preservation Area. And this right here is Opal Hill. All the way up to the top right there. So, we're going to go ahead and walk through the fence right here and take a walk right on up there. So here you can see the entire side of Opal Hill. It covers all of this, and there's a little nature trail that goes all the way around and up and to the top. It's a pretty good hike. I really don't know how far it is, and not really a hike, more of a walk. But the best way to come here and find opal is to go down into these cuts right here. All of these washes that you see along the side. The opal breaks off from all these rocks on top, and then it washes down every time it rains. We've actually had a lot of rain here lately. I think it rained yesterday actually, but best time to go out hunting for basically any type of rock that I know of, or that I at least hunt for, is directly after a few good rainstorms, and that is exactly what we have had lately. So let's see if we can do a live find. I'm gonna work my way down there, and then I'll work my way from there up to there. So once I get down there, I'll start recording again. So here we are, we're down at the bottom. Now let's try to work on a live find. Oh, there's some glass. Anybody want some trash? There's some more trash. I'll tell you, that's pathetic. If you ever come out to Colorado, if you ever go out anywhere really, don't trash the place. Like, respect nature, respect everything about it. There's no reason to just walk around trashing the place. There's a big old sliver of gypsum right there. Oh yeah, that's definitely gypsum. You can see the striations going straight up it. I don't know if the camera's focusing right now, but just a tiny little piece of gypsum. Really, really common out here. Gypsum is, you can find it all over the place. Pretty much just scatters the ground anywhere you go around the desert here. Come on, give me some luck. I do have my luck tiki keychain on me, so maybe that'll help. I don't know, we'll find out, huh? I gotta remember to keep my eyes up and look for rattlesnakes sunning out on these rocks. Well, it is the middle of the day though, so they're probably a little bit more towards the shade. They usually come out earlier in the morning and sun and then sit in the shade and hunt for the rest of the day, so. Let's see. The last time I was here, I had pretty good luck right up that tiny little slope, so let's try over there. And this is uncut. You guys are seeing this for real. I'm not gonna cut this camera until we find something. Well, that's opal right there. You can tell by the shimmer and by the cleavage of it, or by the breakage of it. It breaks off in these conchoidal fractures. So that's opal, and that's not the kind of opal we're looking for though. We're looking for either the red streak or the common opal. And there's a red streak right there. You can see that tiny little amount of red going right through there. That's some characterized opal. And there's actually a lot of it right here, all over the place, so maybe we can find a good piece. Wonder what that one has gotten it. Yeah, it's got a little bit, but not what we're looking for. So I wanted to show you guys this piece simply because it's got such a perfect breakage on it for an example. You see how it breaks kind of like the windshield of a car? That's called a conchoidal fracture, and not all rocks break like that. Opal is one of the rocks that break like that. Chert quartz breaks like that. So that's one of the signs you want to look for when you're looking for opal or chert quartz or anything like that. That conchoidal fracture. See the light catch it right there? And this is kind of a nice piece. It's really, really pretty. So I think I might keep that one. First one of the day. So I'm maybe 5 feet from where I just found that conchoidal fractured one that I showed you. And check this out. It's got that red coloration, and then it's got all these little crystals shining on the inside. That's a pretty little piece right there. Man, look at that glimmer. I know it's not completely in focus, but you know, GoPro's kind of hard to focus, so let's keep looking. So I have joined up with the trail now, with the nature trail up here. I'm going to try to make my way towards the top. Oh, that way. Towards the top. Because there are some signs up there that explain the science of this area, and that's always interesting to see. All right, let me get out of the light. I haven't walked far at all. Now you can see in here there's a piece right here. That is the color that you're looking for. That kind of coffee cream white color. That is a very, very pretty piece of common opal, actually. And one thing you can always tell with opal, and well, with any rock really, is how far it's traveled. So this rock, see all the jagged edges, and it's got some rounded edges on it. This one obviously broke when it came down the hill, but before breaking, it rounded itself off. And you can see that evidence on this one. This is a piece of common opal. If I were to break this open, it would be the exact same thing. But this has been rolled and tossed down the hill so much that it has sanded and rounded it down completely. There's another really, really nice piece right there that's kind of just a opal pebble. That one I'm gonna keep. That's a beautiful shelf piece. I can see making that into a necklace. But that's what we're looking for. You can also find red jasper up here. There's some right there. Just a little bit of red jasper, but Colorado red jasper is really, really easy to find. However, my sister loves this stuff, so I actually am going to keep it. Still working my way up. I'm almost there. I can feel it. So as I was coming up, I crossed the nature trail again. And I decided to take it. Because going straight up this hill was getting very tiring. I know one thing. When I get to the top, I'm getting a drink of water. I don't know how hot it is today. It feels like maybe 95. It's got to be at least 95. I mean, I could be full of crap. It could be 86. But man, over here on the lee side of the hill, we got some good breeze. What is that? Oh, well, I broke it, whatever it was. All right, and here is one of the signs. All right, so I made it. All right, so I made it to the top of Opal Hill. I guess this is sign number 9. I didn't pass by any of the other ones, 1 through 7, or 1 through 8, I mean. But you can get a really good view. From here, it identifies everything you're looking at on this side. From the Redlands monocline all the way to Loma, which is just on the other side of those hills. And then if you come back here behind me, this one tells you the northern view from Opal Hill. And there's a sign right down there, which we're going to work our way to here in a second, that actually explains what this place is, how it was created, and all that stuff. So I'll try to give you a little bit more information once I get there, because it's been a while since I was here. All right, you guys, so right here it gives you a little bit of information about opal. Opal is made of tiny spheres of silica. Silica, not calcium. Bacon, which is me, petrified wood, opal. It explains how these are all the crossbeds from an ancient ocean that used to be here that actually flowed from all the way over there to all the way over there. That tip that you see right there, that is actually an ancient sand dune. One of the last surviving in this area. There are about, well, actually there are quite a few of them, but that's a really big one. Like there are 2 or 3 really, really big ones here that have survived for thousands and thousands of years after they were concreted into place and made into sandstone. But that was after this entire place was buried at one point, and then, you know, the Colorado River cut through and moved all of that stuff out. So, oh man, some of these lizards have just scared the crap out of me today. See that lizard sitting on the rock? It's a beautiful blue belly lizard. I love blue bellies. I grew up around them. But man, some of them have just scared the crap out of me today because I'm all jittery about the snakes. But look at this cross bedding right here. And this is caused by ocean currents all flowing the exact same direction over a really, really long period of time. You can see where a layer is stacked and then it's swept up by the ocean. The current's just coming in and again and again and again, and it sweeps it, and it creates all of this cross bedding along the stacks. Wow, there's a bald eagle flying over me right now. I don't know if you guys can see that, but he's up there in the sky. Wish I had my other camera out at the moment. Good view. So there's quite a few shards of opal right here laying in all of this rubble. There's one piece right here. Now again, it's not the same color as the other one, but you can tell it's opal with the way that its cleavage is broken. On the outside you wouldn't be able to tell, but when you break it open you can see that. So if you come up here, don't get disheartened. I mean, opal is a little bit difficult to find just because of what it is and what it looks like. On the outside it'll sometimes look like a regular pebble. I know, like, look at this. If you were walking over that, you would never think anything of it, but that is a piece of opal. Very sharp piece of opal. Is that worked? No, that's just broken in that way. Okay. So we're making our way downhill. I'm about halfway there now, maybe. I'll bring you back if we find anything else. All right, so I'm almost down the hill, and I'm walking down, and I got to this spot that's got quite a few of these pieces with this red opal variation in it, or hematitic opal. I really don't know how that's caused. I've looked it up in my books, and the one thing I haven't done is take it to my geology professor. But what I think it is, and this is just a theory, you know, I'm not an expert yet. I say yet because I'm still in college for this, but this is just a theory. What I think is when the opal, when the silica is created, or when the silica joins together, and all of this red earth, well, it's got hematite in it, and hematite is basically rust. So when the silica gathers together, it ends up with these hematitic forms, and it turns the opal this reddish color, creating, well, a reddish color. And it's pretty, it's nice. You can find some really, really pretty pieces up here. Look at that. I wonder if that is a Native American grinding stone. Kind of looks like it. When I lived in California, you can find grinding stones everywhere in the Sierra Nevadas. I mean, everywhere. Everywhere you go, you'll find a piece of granite with a grinding pour in it. All right, working my way back to the bike. I'll join with you guys here in a minute. So I'm walking down the hill, and I was literally just about to do a small outro for this video, and I came upon this really, really nice piece of common opal. Now, when you look at it from this side, it's like, okay, well, yeah, it's got this oval sort of design in it, but check this out. Look at that. Isn't that nice? I mean, that color is just so smooth and calming. I know I'm a little bit weird with my rocks, you guys, but it's pretty. It's really pretty to me. So that's definitely a good shelf piece right there. Kind of looks like a piece of gum in a way, you know? Yeah, that one's nice. I'm keeping that one. All right, you guys. Well, this is pretty much where I'm gonna end the video. I'm not really gonna do a wrap up for this one with cleaning off the rocks and everything, because there's not a whole lot you can do with Opal. I did find a tiny piece of jasper, but that's not really worth doing anything with either, other than, you know, I might make it into a necklace for my sister. But Opal, I do not recommend you put it through a polisher. The best thing you can do is just take it home, run it under some cold water, maybe throw some Dawn dish soap on a toothbrush. And I use a medium toothbrush. I've had a couple of people ask me, use a medium toothbrush. Don't use a soft bristle and don't use a hard bristle. Soft is too soft and hard is too hard. Medium's just right. Be Goldilocks with your toothbrushes. And I'm about back to the bike, so I just wanted to thank you guys for all of the support you have been giving me, all of the extra subscribers that I've gotten even since I stopped putting videos up a couple of months ago. I mean, you guys are the reason I'm out here right now. I said to myself, I have got to do something about this. But before we go, I have one thing that I want to show you. All right, so let me first preface this by saying I am in no way paid for this sponsorship. I am not sponsored by anyone. This is a friend of mine's company. So a good friend of mine created this all-natural mineral tonic. I have been using it for a few months now, and I absolutely love this stuff. I'll be honest with you, it's not the best tasting in the world, but I have a lot of trouble sleeping at night. I don't know why. Usually, I mean, I get off work at midnight, I come home, and then I lay around until about 4 o'clock in the morning and end up getting up around 10 or 11 the next day, which I hate. I hate getting up late. I like to get up at around 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock, because then you actually have a full day ahead of you. Then, you know, it helps me sleep, and then I'm very energized in the morning. And when I run out of this stuff, I notice a major difference in my sleep patterns. It says right on it, it helps with brain resonance, energy gain, mucus balance, and all that stuff. But I'm just gonna tell you right now, this stuff is absolutely fantastic. I really wanted to recommend it to any of you guys who go out and do this stuff. Go out and spend a lot of time in the hot sun, digging around and hiking and all of that stuff. Man, this stuff is fantastic. So go ahead and visit sunroots.net. That's sunroots.net. And like I said, I am making no money off of this. This is just me telling you something that I really enjoy and that I think will be good for any of you. So Mineral Tonic by Sunroots Botanical Nutrition. Check it out. And with that, I'm out of here, you guys. I'm gonna hop on my bike, I'm gonna ride my butt home, and I'm gonna sit in a nice, cool living room. So thanks for joining me. Thanks for the support. All of you guys who are new to the channel, welcome. And I will be putting out many more videos to come. I'm gonna try to put out one more video this month, I believe. What's today? Okay, it's the 29th. I'm not gonna put out any more videos this month. But in August, I will be taking you guys out to my secret fossil hunting place. I have kept this a secret for a very long time. I wanted to throw a video up of it a while back, but I was kind of iffy about it. I don't want it to get completely raided and trashed and everything. So, stay tuned for that. It's a very good spot to go. With that, I'm Bacon signing out. Welcome to the Hobbyist. Later.